All right, here's a video about some of the less common tools that I keep with me all the time in my truck. Let's start off by talking about how we usually build houses, and that's usually by hand. We don't use a lot of heavy machinery. We don't own a lull. I don't even own a track hoe, actually. And usually we have to do stuff by hand because of the terrain that we're building on. You couldn't even drive a lull around most of the houses we're building, so it'd be useless. So we figured out how to do most of the things by hand with hand tools. And I've got a few extra tools I carry in my truck to help us get the job done. All right, and here's one of those special hand tools that I always keep with me in my truck. And this thing has got me out of so many jams, both in my truck and on the job site. It's a heavy duty come along, and it's a big lever with a cable on it. What it is basically a giant version of your regular ratchet strap with a cable instead of a fabric strap. I also keep several of these locking carabiners and another giant hook, as well as a couple of these sling straps. And I use these to hook over top of beams or walls to hook this to do the actual pulling. So I keep that stuff in my truck, and we use it mostly to pull walls plumb. If you need to push a wall away from you, it's not that hard. It's easy to put force away from you usually by using a board or something else. But when you need to pull towards you, it's a lot harder. And this thing has helped us build nice straight houses all the time. I always keep it with me. This wasn't expensive. It's actually probably my dad's. I probably stole it from him when I was like 18, put it in my truck and never gave it back. All right, now that you've seen the come along, I'm gonna show you the whole setup here. We've got a lift sling strap wrapped around our beam. I've got it connected to this locking carabiner, and this is threaded, by the way, and then hooked to the come along, and this is where we get the pulling power. All right, once we've got the beam where we want it with our come along, we take a 2x4 and attach it top and bottom to brace the post where we want it. Now we can take this off and use it anywhere else.
I thought that was Russ's.
No, this is mine, dude. I keep this in my truck all the time. It's always with me. And now we're headed down to Tractor Supply because I can't just tell you about a cool tool and not show you where to get one. Tractor Supply has a bunch of these things, and we're gonna go check out their selection in the store right now. Let's go. And we're passing our neighborhood Lowe's right next to Tractor Supply. That's really handy for me. Ooh, fancy lawnmowers. Ooh, fancy price. What else do I need? I feel like a kid in a candy store right now. All right, so this is a medium duty cable puller. So I call it a come along, they call it a cable puller. This thing is $52, and this is very similar to the one I have, only $52 at your local Tractor Supply, and it's good for 2,000 pounds of lift. All right, next, let's check out these Tough Tug models. They have a fabric strap instead of a metal cable, and again, they're good for about 2,000 pounds of lift, 4,000 pounds of pulling. I guess the fabric is nice because it doesn't fray or stick you if it gets frayed. This one's $41. This one's about $95 over here. And I've never tried a fabric one, but I'm sure they're pretty nice too. Let's go for the big dog. This is the monster puller here. This thing, let's see, is about $180. I can't even lift it. And it's good for 3,000 pounds of lift and 6,000 pounds of pull. As you can see, it's got about a 3-foot lever on it. It's got about a 1/4 inch or 3/8 inch thick cable, giant hooks, and a pulley to double your pulling strength. So I think I'm gonna be walking out of here with this thing today. I gotta have one now that I've seen it. Ooh, look at this cable, that's nice. These locking carabiners are great, $7.49 a piece. Grab a couple of those. Locking hooks, $10.99, those are great to have. If you're getting geared up, here's a good place to grab some extra pulleys right above. And then right down here, we've got all kinds of chains that you can buy, cabling, extra carabiners, all kinds of goodies. And it just goes and goes and goes. We got rope, we got heavier duty rope, we got rope by the mile. So, you know, Tractor Supply is a fun place. All right, I can't go anywhere without spending money. Thanks for watching our video. Remember to subscribe and you'll get all of our future videos. See ya.